Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Toronto doing a Magknight 787 flight to Boston. Hopefully starting off with sim brief and finishing up with VATSIM. I've got the real ops plugin going on as well. I had to create a preset for the Magknight. Expecting cold departure. Temperature was like 2 degrees when I checked, with a dew point of -1. Flight time should be roughly 1 hour and some change. So I've got the power on. IRSs are aligning. Hydraulics on and primary hydraulics. Oops. Yeah, left and right engine hydraulics are on and the demand is set to auto. Navigation lights on. Let's get the doors open. Right. While that is going on, going to start with the rates as always. Let's see, can I, oops, it doesn't work. Just need 2 pilots. We've got 350 passengers, so more crew. So 0 for weight should be 167. So I've still got 10 tons, 167.9. Slightly less. Reduce the fall to 13.3. Okay, loaded. IRSs should align in 11 minutes. In that time, I'm going to set up the FMS. Charlie Yankee Yankee Zulu to Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra. That's Boston. Capita 3, oops, nope. Not in database, okay. There we go. Bumper, then direct to Avon. Then direct to Hank. Direct to Punkt. let's get the weather information. 133.10. There doesn't seem to be anything going on. 120.820. Let me check on SayIntentions. Okay, 120.825.
Formation Lima 2100 Zulu. Arriving runways 23, 24 left, 15 right, 15 left. Departing runways 23, 24 right, 15 right, 15 left. Wind 250 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 2100 feet. Overcast at 3000 feet. Temperature 2. Dew point -1. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 8. Density altitude -9 or 00 feet. Arrival metering in effect, expect possible airborne holds. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Toronto Lester B. Pearson International Airport, information Lima. 2100 Zulu. Arriving runways 23, 24 left, 15 right, 15 left. Departing runways 23, 24 right, 15 right, 15 left. Wind 250 at 8. Visibility 10.
Clearance,
Sky
Air
conditions,
Canada 712.
broken at 2100 feet.
Clearance,
Overcast
LaGuardia.
at 3000 feet. Temperature 2. Dew point -1. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 8.
Runway 22 right.
Density altitude -9 or 00 feet. Arrival metering in effect. Expect possible airborne holds. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Toronto Lester B. Pearson International Airport, information Lima. 2100 Zulu. Arriving runways 23, 24 left, 15 right, 15 left. Departing runways 23, 24 right, 15 right, 15 left. Wind 250 at 8. Visibility.
FedEx 147. FedEx 147, read back correct. Ground will be on 122.075. 122.075, FedEx 147. Boeing, read back correct. Contact ground on 119.1 when ready.
West City, any information is taxied runway to take off?
Toronto clearance, Delta 431 with information Oscar requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Alright, we've got the passengers boarding.
Clearance delivery, Air Canada 316, looking to pick up our IFR to London. Clear to London via the Yanco 5 departure, runway 23, climb 4000 initial, and contact departure on 127.575, squawk 5473, Air Canada 316.
AC 316, read back correct. Ground is on 119.1 safe flight, sir.
The ground on 119.1. Good night.
The Toronto clearance, Air Canada 772, IFR to Boston, information Lima, ready to copy.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Standing by.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
So departure runway is Oops.
Air Canada 772, Toronto clearance, cleared to Boston via the Kepta 3 departure, then is filed. Climb 5,000. Expect flight level 39010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.475, squawk 5546. Expect runway 23.
Toronto clearance, Air Canada 135 Heavy. We're at Airbus A350 at gate 177. We've got information hotel on board. Looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Calgary.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Alright, cleared to Calgary via the AV77 departure, then as filed, we'll climb to 5,000, expect flight level 40010 10 minutes after departure.
Good afternoon, clearance, Air Canada 277, IFR to Philadelphia.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Toronto clearance, Bahamas Air 166, information Kilo requesting an IFR clearance to Boston.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Abbott 705 Heavy with Oscar, ready to copy. Abbott 705 Heavy with information Oscar, ready to copy IFR to Vancouver.
Right, I've got the clearance.
Cleared via the AV77 departure, expect runway 23 for departure, initial climb to 4,000, departure on 124.475, Abbott.
Seems quite busy.
045 Heavy.
Cleared to Boston via the Kepta 3 departure, then as filed. Initial altitude 5,000. Expect flight level 39010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.475. Squawk 5546. Expect runway 23. Air Canada 772.
Toronto clearance, good evening, Air Canada 451 with information whiskey, request IFR clearance to Montreal.
We kindly ask you to take your seats
Air
according
Canada
to your boarding
772, read
passes
back
and
correct.
stow your
Ground
hand
is on
luggage in the
119.1,
overhead
safe
bins
flight
or
6.
under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please do not hesitate to contact any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Air Canada, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Boeing 737 MAX 8. I've got information Sierra, and I'm looking to pick up my IFR clearance over to Detroit as filed.
Toronto clearance, Air Transit 3612.
119.1. Thank you. Air Canada 772.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Right, expect on runway 23. 1 minute to IRS's align. Kepta 3 departure.
Toronto clearance, hello, Walker 4250. We have information India looking for our clearance to JFK.
Expecting
Clear to JFK as filed.
4 right arrival.
Kepta 3 departure.
Chief 12.
Climb 5,000, departure 124.475.
The vocal as well.
Squawk 4453 and expect runway 23, Walker 4250.
Clearance delivery, good morning, Air Canada 408. Toronto looking for IFR clearance to Montreal is filed, and we have information Romeo.
We have the two Quebec radar exposed to Bomis. Then as far as the climb 5,000 feet, expect 7150. Expect flight level 170 after departure.
Runway 23.
10 minutes after
Bumper
departure.
transition.
124.475. Squawk 5614. Expect runway 23. WestJet Pacific. We contact ground 119.1. Thank you. WestJet Pacific.
Stand by for your clearance.
We contact ground 119.1. Thank you. WestJet Pacific.
Catering is done.
Cleared to Montreal, that's
Boarding
filed.
is still
Initial climb 5,000, expect
ongoing.
flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.475, squawk 6415, and expecting 33 right for departure. Air Canada 420, thank you.
Air Canada 420.
Initialize
read back
flights.
Correct. Contact ground on 119.1.
Over to ground 119.1, Air Canada 420, thank you.
Runway 23.
And clearance,
Over with wet.
1670, looking for IFR
Wind
clearance
is
to Orlando.
250 at 8.
Toronto Pearson clearance, Air Canada
Temperature 2,
706,
that's fine.
requesting IFR to
QNH
LaGuardia with
is
hotel.
1 second
sorry,
while I grab the paperwork.
29998.
Clear to LaGuardia via the Kepta 3 departure, then it's filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Departure on 124.475.
That's
Squawk
1015.
2211, expect runway 23, Air Canada 706.
Portugal 258, Airbus A320.
Takeoff weight is
Yankee requesting IFR
167.7. Trim 20.
Clearance, Delta 10 Zulu, gate
25.4.
IFR to Nashville, requesting clearance.
Clearance, Toronto clearance, good afternoon. Air Canada 450 at gate 151. Looking to pick up my IFR clearance over to Green Bay. I've got information, Foxtrot.
Okay, I think I made a mistake with information.
Toronto clearance delivery, EasyJet 4532.
Okay, so takeoff weight is
clearance
181.3.
to Montreal as filed. I'll grab that
Okay,
clearance.
yeah,
Give
that's
me just a
fine.
minute.
It's just the takeoff weight, center of gravity, I need 25.4.
Sierra Alpha is a Cessna 172 Skyhawk looking for IFR clearance to Kitchener.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
V2 speed is,
Toronto
oops,
Delta 116 at gate 169, looking to pick up clearance.
Stand by for that clearance.
159.
Clear to Ottawa via Verdot 7 departure, then a filed climb 5,000, expect flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.475.
Seems a bit light for V2 speed.
And acknowledge departure runway change to 23.
Toronto clearance, this is Wilmot 001 with information uniform. We look to pick up our IFR clearance to Quebec City.
For wise center time to 70.
Clear to Miami via the Bethis departure, then it's filed departure runway.
Going to get APU started.
Initial clock 4,000, squawk 2543, Air Canada 241.
Toronto clearance, hello, Air Canada 618 with November IFR to Halifax.
Cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross-check.
Toronto clearance, Air Canada 330, requesting IFR to Indianapolis. Copy, expect runway 5, Air Canada 330.
Trim, takeoff trim is 5.
WestJet 1661 at gate Charlie 39 with information. Sierra looking to pick up our IFR to Mirabel, please.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Go to break, rejected takeoff.
Mirabel via the Dead Key 5 departure, then is filed. We'll climb to 5,000. Expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.
Runway heading will probably be 237.
162 and expect runway 5, WestJet 1661.
WestJet 1661, read back correct. Ground is on 119.1, safe flight, sir.
Please to Vancouver by the Oslo 4 departure, then as far as climb, maintain 5,000.
Left and right parks on, trim air.
17 minutes after departure, 124.475.
Equipment cooling.
47.
Toronto clearance is Air
Window
Canada
heat on.
410. We are located at Terminal 1, Gate 41. Request IFR clearance to Montreal with information we have hotel. Toronto Pearson clearance, United 1538 requesting IFR to O'Hare.
Flight directors come on, and LNAV, VNAV.
Clear to Chicago O'Hare via the GO up for departure. Departure runway is 24 right, initial climb to 4,000. Departures on 124.475, squawking 4321, United 1538.
Traffic, airports, terrain.
United 1538, read back correct. Contact ground on 119 or decimal 1.
I think we've probably still got a few minutes before relapse, gives up. So refueling is complete, it's just cargo and boarding that's happening in the background. LNAV, takeoff speeds done, trim set, fuel checked.
Flare 1614, read back correct. Contact ground on 119 or decimal 1.
Right, let's tune into ground on 11
Air Canada
9.1.
Heavy is Boeing 77 Whiskey.
And I'm going to preempt them and tune into tower on 118.35. Right, departure briefing. We are expecting runway 23 via the Capita 3 SID to, via Capita 3 to Bimpa, then direct segments. Winter ops is our threat. Visibility is 10 degrees. It was 15 degrees an hour ago, so it's probably going down. I'm going to use LNAV, VNAV after stable, which will engage at 3,000 feet. Runway 23 flaps 5. V speeds are 135 for V1, rotate at 149, and V2 at 159. I would suggest anti-ice on. Right, Toronto ground. Air Canada 772 ready for pushback and engine start.
Air Canada 772, Toronto ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northeast.
Face northeast, Air Canada 772. Oh, that's a bit bizarre.
Air Canada 772, pushback approved, face northeast.
I'm sure about that because it's 24 right. Oops. That's probably 23 there. Sounds busy. Yeah, I think it should be till northeast instead. Right, let's stop.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Doors are closed.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Beacon on. It's connecting ground power.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tows connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Parking brake killed.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Let's get both engines started at the same time. Why not? It's a 787. It can do that. Both engines are on. Running, which means the APU generators can go off, and so can the APU. External power is already off. So the engines are producing power, which is good. Let's cool the cabin a bit. This should start dropping to 20 degrees. Well, it was 24 degrees, so it's going to keep dropping.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake sets.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
So that's runway 23 over there. We're here.
United 1926 for like AFR clearance.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Toronto ground, Georgian 1046, ready for push and start. Push and start, approved, face south, Georgian 1046.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 772 ready to taxi. We've got some ice on the ground.
Canada 772, runway
Anti-ice
23 taxi via Tango 1, Tango 3, Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, Quebec.
There's our bypass pin. Tango 3. Taxi to runway 23 via Tango, Tango 1, Tango 3, Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, and Quebec. Air Canada 772. Landing lights on runway turn off lights are on. The flight controls full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder. Probably should have done this. Full front, full back.
Air Canada 927, ready to taxi to runway 2.
Squawk was 5546.
Thank you very much.
Let's release park and brake.
Air Canada 927, push and start approved, base northwest.
Taxi to runway 23 via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, thank you very much. Air Canada 927.
Transponder on.
Toronto ground, JetBlue.
Right,
135, request push and start.
West Tango 1. So the only one I can see is Alpha Tango, which is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 772, departing for Boston Logan International Airport with an estimated flight time of 55 minutes. We kindly ask you to pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for our frequent flyers. Please fasten your seatbelts, ensuring they are low and tight across your lap. Whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated, return your seatbacks and tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited on board. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
Flight controls checked, equipment, therefore quantity was alright, taxi clearance received.
After leaving the aircraft, floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions. If any safety information card contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Departure briefing complete. Tango to Tango 1. Alpha Tango. Alpha Hotel. That's probably where this Aer Lingus is going.
Air Canada 772, contact tower on 118.35. Have a good evening.
118.35 Air Canada 772. Good evening. Right, let's turn that. So we're going to Quebec. Toronto Tower, Air Canada 772 on taxiway Quebec, holding short of runway 23, ready to depart.
Air Canada 772, heavy Toronto Tower, runway 23, winds 260 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 772.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Takeoff flaps should have been set.
Approaching 2-3.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
We are taking our seats, Captain.
Strobe lights are on.
Approaching runway 23.
Landing lights are on. Clock and toga. Where are the wipers? Checked. Rotate. Gear up. So I can make a left turn.
Air Canada 772, contact departure.
Contact departure Air Canada 772. Thank you. So 3,000 feet to pilot can come on.
772, no radar contact. Contact Boston departure on 118.25.
What was that for me? So I'm just going to ignore that and contact departure on 124.475, which is the frequency I was given. While I was still on the ground. Toronto departure Air Canada 772 at 5,000 feet. Weapons can probably come off.
Heavy Toronto departure, radar contact, climb 10,000, turn left, heading 140, vectors to favor, then on course. 1835, Air Canada
10,000. Turn left heading 140, vectors to Savour, then on course. Air Canada 772 heavy. Visibility is quite poor, so you can't see much of my map enhancements. let's go with LNAV. I don't trust I don't trust the information I'm getting from air traffic control. Release cabin crew, landing lights off, runway turn off, and taxi lights are off. Signals auto. Flight level 240. For some reason I keep missing the instructions. Climbing flight level 240, Air Canada 772. All sets altimeter to standard. Just preempt that.
JetBlue 255, climb flight level 210.
So we are 400 miles away from Boston. 53 minutes to go. At around my top of percent, I'll try to get on the VATSIM network the next 20 minutes.
772, contact Toronto Center on 133.3.
133.3, Air Canada 772. Toronto Center, Air Canada 772, passing 20,000 feet for flight level 240.
Air Canada 772, Heavy Toronto Center, good evening.
There seems to be a vector somewhere. There we go. Toronto Center, Air Canada 772 Heavy requests altitude change to flight level 390.
Air Canada 772 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climbing flight level 390, Air Canada 772 Heavy.
We invite you to enjoy our popular Montreal smoked meat sandwiches and a selection of wines. After the service, selected items from the Air Canada shop will be available for you. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy your flight.
Stars are out. Actually, no, that's a plane, I think. Oops. Where's it gone? Oh, stars. Would you take over the comms now, Brian?
I'll take over the comms now.
Air Canada 772 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center on 128.025.
Switching to Cleveland Center on 128.025. Air Canada 772 Heavy. Cleveland Center, Air Canada 772 Heavy. Good evening. Climbing through flight level 310 for flight level 390.
Air Canada 772 Heavy, Cleveland Center, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390. Air Canada 772 Heavy.
Air Canada 772, Heavy Boston Center, good evening.
Right, 5 minutes from top of descent. Need to get the next pilot activated. Actually, let me open the app in an outside window. Right, I think I'm connected. Just gonna have a quick glance at the radar. Right, it looks like I'm going to have some trouble. From top of descent, so I'll descend to 30,000 feet automatically, so at least the descent begins. Joking. Call signs are used. Connected to the server. Kind of 773. So if I change my call sign, does this mean that I'm going to have to okay, I can see myself now. I'm outside of Boston. I'm outside of Boston's airspace. So what I'll do, I'll tune into the ATC. So I start to prepare. I think it's my first night landing into Boston. Right, I'll try to pre-file on VATSIM again, see what happens. Toronto Center. Let's see if I can pull that up here. Decimal 775. Toronto Center, Air Canada 773 descended to flight level 340. Good evening.
Air Canada 772 Heavy, Toronto Center, good evening.
Right, we are on VATSIM. Latest is 135. Okay, so I've got push to talk.
7 Mike Quebec, 1 receive descent with level 240, expect runway 24 left. Air Canada 8846, descent 11,000, altimeter 3001, expect runway 24 left.
York Center 125, 325. And latest is 135.
Cream Airlines 1530. New York Center is closing. You can monitor 120.85. That would be your approach control. And about 10, 15 miles from Cameron, you should be in his airspace. You have a good night. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. At the end of the line.
So,
Toronto 428 Heavy, New York. Hello, should be with Washington Center 133.72. Good day.
Yeah, listen, the 428, we were about to when we get to his own Washington. So 133.75, thank you.
Good day. Intentional aircraft, New York Center is now closed.
okay, so New York Control Center is now closed. So, in that case, I'm going to tune latest.
approach and use. Departing runway 9er. Runway 33 right is approved for turn-off enter landing. All aircraft briefing call hold short instructions and design altitude. Numerous construction cranes in Boston area and in vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
So that's information, Juliet.
Boston Logan Airport ATC information, Juliet. 2254 Zulu. West 070 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2300 overcast. Temperature -1. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3009er. ILS runway 4 right approach and use. Departing runway 9er. Runway 33 right is approved for turn-off enter landing. All aircraft briefing call hold short instructions and design altitude. Numerous construction cranes in Boston area and in vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet. Boston Logan Airport ATC information, Juliet. 2254 Zulu. West 070 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2300 overcast. Temperature -1. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3009er. ILS runway 4 right approach and use. Departing runway 9er. Runway 33 right is approved for turn-off enter landing. All aircraft briefing call hold short instructions and design altitude. Numerous construction cranes in Boston area and in vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet. Boston Logan Airport ATC information, Juliet. 2254 Blue. West 070 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2300 overcast. Temperature -1. Dew point 4. Altimeter 3009er. ILS runway 4 right approach and use. Departing runway 9er.
So that should be the tower. How far away am I? 115 miles.
American 2149, departure all flying, frequency change approved. Good night. Frequency change 39,
Might as well introduce myself to Boston Logan.
1099, Boston Tower, runway 9er, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 9er, Delta 1099.
Boston Tower, Air Canada 773 Heavy, descending to 14,000 feet. Good evening. Let's see if I get a response. So we're expecting runway 4 right. Very light winds.
American 1253, Boston Tower, runway 9er, line up and wait. Runway 9er, light with way, American 1253. Delta 1872, doing November, cross 4 left, hold short, climb 5 left.
I2 November, cross 4 left, neutral, 5 left, 8.
Q&H. I never got a response back. 1019.
Delta 1099, departure is offline, frequency change approved. Good night. Roger advisory, Delta 1099, have a great night. Delta 12, correction, American 1253, runway 9er, clear for takeoff. Runway 9er, clear for takeoff, American 1253. Odin 11 Heavy, Boston Tower, runway 9er, line up and wait. Line up and wait, Odin 11 Heavy.
Right, I'm not sure if they can hear me. I can hear you.
Boston Tower, Med 1 requesting straight departure from...
But 1 second, I'm just trying to fix the mic.
American 1253, departure is offline, frequency change approved, enter flight. Lord advisory, American 1253, good night. Odin 11 Heavy, runway 9er, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 9er, Odin 11 Heavy.
Boston Tower, Med 1 requesting clearance from takeoff for current position.
Med 1 Boston Tower, what's your direction of flight gonna be?
Mainly just gonna be patrolling around Boston, just wait for some calls, what we've got.
Okay, Mel, what's your initial direction of flight gonna be?
If possible, we'll do to the west.
Med 1 Roger. Departure from the ramp is at your own risk. Report airborne.
Okay, Fort Winable, Med 1.
Delta 1872 cross, runway 15 left, and hold short runway 15 right at November.
Alright, cross 15 left, for 15 right, November, 1872.
Odin 11 Heavy, departure offline, frequency change approved, enter flight.
Alright, we'll see you later, Odin 11 Heavy.
Good speed 380 Boston Tower, caution make turbulence, heavy 777 departed, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Med 1 airborne.
Med 1 radar contact, say altitude.
We carry 200, Med 1.
Med 1 Roger, you can proceed on course, maintain VFR at or below 1,500.
We'll do below 1,500, Med 1.
Good speed 380, runway 9er, clear for takeoff, fly heading 140.
Take for takeoff.
Delta 1872, contact ground 1.9.
I ground 1.9 here,
Oh, it seems quite busy. Boston Tower, Air Canada 773 Heavy descended to 14,000 feet for the J Funds Star for runway 4 left. Good evening.
Next one to go Tower. Go ahead. Did we go frequency change 3.122.8? Not yet. You're still in my airspace. I am going to close in a second, so you're going to be free to do what you want, but you still remain this frequency. That's fine. We'll remain this good speed 380.
For some reason, I can't seem to get Boston Tower to respond to me. I've got the mic connected. You can see the sliders moving.
Attention aircraft, Boston Tower is now closed. You can monitor this frequency, which is the CTAF frequency for Boston. Ground on, if anyone on along final. Otherwise, good night. See ya.
Well, it looks like Boston Tower is off to enjoy their Saturday night. I'll have to try VATSIM another time. But I really wanted to get a taste of that VATSIM experience. So I'm going to have to disconnect. Then go back to SayIntentions. Hello again, Brian. Which frequency should we be on now?
On Boston Center, frequency 134.7. No need to change frequencies unless instructed by ATC.
So, which altitude should we be on now?
We should be descending to flight level 340 as instructed by ATC.
See if you can tune into Boston Center or something. We are currently at 13,000 feet and we are heading to 10,000 feet. We are just 50 miles away from the airport.
We're currently on Boston Center frequency. We can't change frequencies without ATC permission.
Right, I'll take over the comms. Boston Center, Air Canada 772 Heavy, descended to 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 772 Heavy, Boston Tower, descend and maintain 10,000.
Descend and maintain 10,000. Air Canada 772. Right, with VATSIM being a fail, let's focus on SayIntentions. got latest. I think what I'll do next time for VATSIM is to do a full VATSIM flight. Boston Tower, Air Canada 772 descending to 6,000 feet for runway ILS for left. Seatbelts on.
Air Canada 772, heavy descend and maintain 6,000, runway 15 right, ILS approach.
Oh wow. Negative. Request ILS for right. Air Canada 772 heavy.
Air Canada 772, heavy, runway 15 right, ILS approach approved.
Request runway change to 4 right. Air Canada 772 heavy.
Air Canada 772, heavy, runway 4 right, not available. Active runways 22 right, 15 right, 22 left, 15 left.
Just what I need. I was hoping for a smooth one. Copy that. Air Canada 772 heading to waypoint Wobber for 10-mile final. Air Canada 772 heavy. $3,000 feet. Auto break 3, landing rate should be 180-700. Temperature is -1. So I've got a last minute runway change. And it seems like it's a short runway. Right. No, quite long actually. Just a bit of a long taxi back. No nav. And we're going into the clouds.
100. Temperature -1. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3010. Be advised, tower cumulus observed nearby. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Hotel.
Sky conditions. Overcast at 2300 feet. Temperature -1.
Boston information. Hotel. 0010 Zulu. Arrive runway 04 right. Departing runway 04 right. 09. Wind light and variable. Visibility 10 miles. Sky conditions scattered at 2,100. Temperature attention all aircraft. Dew point information. Hotel. Altimeter 3010.
Alright, so that's a bit interesting.
Air Canada 772 heavy, wind 060 at 4. Runway 15 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 15 right, Air Canada 772 heavy. Thank you. Landing gear down. So I need 145.
Sink brake. Sink brake.
Approaching runway 14. Caution, caution. Approaching runway 15. Right.
Right over this British Airways. Manual braking. That was icy.
Approaching runway 3 left.
121.75, thank you. Air Canada 772 heavy. only had my flaps on flaps 5. Boston ground Air Canada 772 heavy, clear of runway 15 right.
Air Canada 772 heavy, Boston ground, taxi to Terminal B, gate 23 via Charlie, hold short of runway 27, then Delta, hold short of runway 4 right, then Papa, Echo, Mike, Kilo, Alpha. Good day.
Charlie, then Delta. Taxi into Terminal Bravo, gate 23 via Charlie, hold short of runway 27, then Delta, hold short of runway 4 right, then Papa, Echo, Mike, Kilo, and Alpha. Thank you. Air Canada 772 heavy.
Air Canada 772 heavy, cross runway 27, then continue taxi via Delta, hold short of runway 4 right, then Papa, Echo, Mike, Kilo, Alpha.
Crossing runway 27, then Delta, hold short 4 right, then Papa, Echo, Mike, Kilo, Alpha, Air Canada 772 heavy.
Approaching 27.
Approaching runway 27.
Let's
Approaching
watch
runway
the replay.
27.
Right, so that's taxi with Delta. Auto brake off. Boston ground, Air Canada 772 heavy, request permission to cross runway 4 right.
Air Canada 772, heavy, cross runway 4 right, then continue taxi via Papa Echo Mike Kilo Alpha. Air Canada 772, heavy, cross runway 4 right approved.
Approaching 4 runway 4 right.
Over to taxi with Papa. Then Echo Mike Kilo Alpha. Strobe lights can come off.
Approaching runway 4 left. Approaching runway 4 left.
Alpha. I'm looking for gate 23. Four, 23 is taken. Air Canada 772 request change to gate Bravo 22.
Air Canada 772, heavy approved, taxi to Terminal B, gate 22 via Charlie, hold short of runway 27, then Delta, hold short of runway 4 right, then Papa Echo Mike Kilo Alpha.
Logo light should have been on. Runway turn off and taxi lights can come off. So parking brake is set. APU is running, so can turn off the engines. Right, thank you for joining me on this flight. It wasn't an ILS, it was basically RNAV styled. Beacon off. There we go. Thank you for joining me on yet again another flight. I look forward to the next one. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, and make any suggestions in terms of routes or what type of content you want to see. At the moment, I'm just freestyling.